On Tomorrow's World Today, we explore the cutting-edge advances that are shaping 4 different worlds. The world of inspiration, where the wonders of the natural world amaze and inspire us. The world of creation, where ideas come to life from traditional arts. The world of innovation, where ideas and inventions move us all forward. The world of production, where innovations are mass-produced to improve our lives. From Inventionland World Headquarters, here's your host, George Davison.
For over a century, the automotive industry has been a driving force of innovation and progress, always working to be more efficient. This industry is dedicated to streamlining production, minimizing waste, and enhancing performance. So let's fast forward to today. And what we see are automakers making all sorts of technological advances, from the beginning of the design process to integrating renewable energy sources to power vehicles. So I'm going to send Tamara to the world of production so we can take a closer look.
In the race to achieve zero carbon emissions, companies are setting ambitious carbon neutrality goals and creating innovative projects to achieve them. I'm here today at Toyota Logistic Services in Long Beach, California, where we're going to explore a first-of-its-kind station that uses electric fuel cell technology to create renewable energies. It's called Trigen, and they use biogas to create 3 products: renewable electricity, renewable hydrogen, and usable water. This approach is set to revolutionize vehicle processing operations at the Port of Long Beach and serves as a scalable model for reducing emissions for various industries, creating a greener, cleaner future. To get things started, I'm going to head inside and meet with Mark Yamauchi, Environmental and Sustainable Manager at Toyota.
Hi, Tamara. Mark Yamauchi. So nice to meet you. Welcome to Toyota.
Thank you. I'm so excited for what we're going to see here today.
I can't wait to show you. Let's go see.
All right, let's take a look. So I would love to start big picture. Tell me a little bit about Toyota's global sustainability goals.
Well, globally, our North Star is our Toyota Environmental Challenge 2050, which consists of goals that address our carbon, water, materials, and biodiversity impacts. In the US, we have our interim milestone goal of achieving carbon neutrality by 2035.
Okay, so what made this location the right place to try to start achieving that?
Well, it's one of our most important port processing facilities in the US. It's a great opportunity to start our journey towards carbon neutrality, as well as addressing our impacts on the community in water, materials, and biodiversity.
I would love to know more about that.
Well, let me introduce you to Jeff White, Senior Manager at TLS, who's the expert, and he will tell you more about that.
That would be fantastic.
Follow me. Hey, Jeff. This is Tamara.
Hey, it's great to meet you.
Hi, Tamara. Great to meet you.
Tamara, I'll leave you in Jeff's capable hands, and I'll see you later.
Great, thank you so much. So Mark told me that you could give me the lowdown on what actually happens here at TLS.
Sure, at TLS, we see ourselves as a link between the manufacturing plant and the customer, which is our dealer. We receive vehicles in about 200,000 units a year, and we add accessories. So we try to give the customer what they want. So they want a running board, put on a running board, it could be a drop hitch, or it could be a door edge guard. Once we complete all the accessories, then we do a final quality confirmation, and then we'll also put on the window sticker.
Got it. All right, well, I'm always in favor of a good accessory, so thank you for that. And it also sounds like you do a lot of the things here that people like me get excited about when we go to the dealership. I am curious about one thing, though. So I know Toyota does a lot of manufacturing of their vehicles for the US market in the US, but where exactly are the vehicles that come through TLS mainly manufactured?
Yeah, we receive our vehicles from 3 different sources, about 200,000 a year. We receive a small portion from Belgium.
Okay.
We receive some from Mexico, but our biggest portion comes from Japan.
Okay, so now I'm hoping you can maybe help me connect the dots. So I'm familiar with the Mirai. I've been able to drive it, know, it's powered by hydrogen, fuel cell technology. What is it that made you want to partner with a company like Fuel Cell Energy and employ Trigen Station here to support what's going on at TLS?
Sure, when we started redesigning our facility a couple of years ago, We knew there was a need for hydrogen to fuel the Mirai. We believed in fuel cell technology. We also had some sustainability goals. We were looking for a company that had a shared vision, and we found Fuel Cell Energy. They believe in fuel cell technology. They were also able to develop this Tri-gen facility that supplies electricity, water, and hydrogen to help us meet our sustainability goals.
Thank you so much for providing that context. I'm about to go talk to Paul at Tri-gen, and now I feel much more prepared. We're at Toyota Logistics Services in the Port of Long Beach, which uses a Tri-gen system to generate renewable energy. I'm going to talk to Paul Fukumoto, Director, Tech and Product Solutions at Fuel Cell Energy. Hey there.
Hi, I'm Paul.
I'm Tamara, and it is great to meet you and see Tri-gen. Can you tell me about fuel cell technology?
It's a fuel cell, which actually is made out of thin plates, which are made into a stack. And that stack looks like a deck of cards, imagine that. So imagine that those are now heated, running hot. We're feeding it gas. That gas is now converted into hydrogen and electricity, and that's called an electrochemical reaction.
Very cool. So what is it about this particular facility that's unique?
Well, we call it Tri-gen because there's three products: electricity, hydrogen, and water. That electricity is sent to Toyota and also the local grid for grid support. Then the hydrogen that we make is actually used to fuel cars and trucks. And then the water that we recover is also delivered to Toyota to wash cars.
Okay, so that's what comes out of the system. You mentioned the gas that goes into the system. What's the source for that?
Well, coming in is what we call biogas.
Okay, wait, what exactly is biogas? Because I hear that term tossed around a lot.
That's actually derived from what we call organic waste. So that organic waste is a product of how we live. So we have what we call the sewer gas and the organic waste gas. That's combined together, put in what they call a digester, and that creates the methane, and then that is cleaned up and upgraded and is delivered over here via a pipeline, and we use that for renewable feedstock.
So how then does this system compare when it comes to environmental impact to more traditional energy generation systems?
It's much cleaner. Because first, with electrochemical reaction, it has near zero air emissions, so you have clean air. And then the resulting hydrogen and electricity, that's renewable because we're using that biogas. It's also low carbon because you're avoiding those emissions. So, and then, of course, don't forget the water. With the Tri-gen, that water is used to wash cars.
Well, it certainly makes sense now as to why TLS thought that you would be a good partner for their sustainability efforts. So tell me a little bit more about Toyota's sustainability efforts across all of your facilities.
Well, we have various types of facilities in the U.S. which require different types of solutions. So we have to look at different types of technologies and opportunities to meet those needs, such as solar, wind, virtual power purchase agreements, and hydrogen. In terms of hydrogen, Tri-gen made so much sense. It is the optimal solution for us here at Long Beach.
It totally makes sense that you need different solutions for different conditions. What was it about the conditions here that made Tri-gen the right solution?
Well, Tri-gen produces renewable electricity, renewable hydrogen, and usable water that we use here.
All of that is in play here.
Right, and what's really cool is that Tri-gen makes this facility Toyota's first pork processing facility in the world that's powered by 100% on-site generated electricity.
Wait, are you serious?
It's fantastic.
I did not realize that. We need to meet back up with Jeff, and he's got to give me a bigger tour of this place.
Well, let's go.
All right. So I love getting this behind-the-scenes look at how everything is put together. What exactly am I looking at here?
This is our conveyor line. This is where we install accessories that we talked about earlier.
Got it. Okay, and how long does each station have to install its accessory?
Each station is 74 seconds, so they complete whatever accessories are installed within that time.
All right, very, very quick. And what are the numbers that I'm seeing?
Yeah, the numbers we use to kind of identify each workstation helps us troubleshoot if there's a problem. We know where to go quickly to help resolve that problem.
Okay, gotcha. Well, I'd like to bring the conversation back around to sustainability. You know, we were talking before about the fact that this whole facility is powered by renewable energy, which is amazing, by the way. I see things like lights, that's an obvious power need, but what else in this facility requires power that someone like me might not be aware of?
Yeah, sure, the conveyor itself is powered by renewable energy. We have fans throughout the facility powered by energy.
Yeah.
And also even the tools that are used in this installation are powered by renewable energy.
So when you were redesigning this place, it really came down to looking at so many different pieces and how is that going to fit together?
Exactly.
So we've talked about renewable hydrogen, we've talked about renewable electricity, but you also mentioned that a product of this process is usable water. Where does that come into play here?
The water gets used at our car wash.
Oh, can I take a look?
Sure, let's go.
Okay. Toyota Logistic Services in the Port of Long Beach is Toyota's first port vehicle facility in the world to be powered by on-site generated 100% renewable electricity.
Hey, Tamara, instead of watching the car wash, you want to go through it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go. Before we take off to see the car wash, we need to stop and get some fuel.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
All right, let's go. This is our Mirai. It's our hydrogen fuel cell electric vehicle.
All right, well, I assume since this is a Mirai, that means I'm gonna get to see the light duty fueling station.
That's right. We do have a light duty station here on site. It's closed to the public, but we use it to fuel our Mirais.
But there are light duty stations all around Southern California, and that infrastructure is part of what makes this a good market for the Mirai, right?
That's correct.
And do you have a heavy duty fueling station?
We have one just adjacent to us. It's for Class 8 trucks that operate in and around the port operation. So Tamara, this is our light-duty hydrogen station that we use to fuel the Mirai. You want to see how it works?
Yeah, absolutely.
First thing you do is you remove this cap. Pick up the nozzle. And you engage the nozzle. You press the start button. And now it's pumping.
The nozzle may require a gentle pull to release from the vehicle.
And there's a nice lady who tells you when you're all done.
Exactly.
Okay, so what's next in the process?
Next is the car wash. We wash the car prior to shipment to the dealer.
All right, let's head over there.
All right. So Trigen supplies the electricity to the car wash and also supplies water, up to about 1,400 gallons a day. Supplements our current usage in the car wash.
Oh, wow, so that is reusable water that is really keeping it a cyclical kind of a thing.
Exactly.
What is it about car washes, whether you're like 8 or 80, there's just something fun about going inside those.
They're the greatest.
After the car wash, I met back up with Mark Yamauchi to talk more about Toyota sustainability efforts. Well, I really enjoyed getting to see the Trigen facility, and it made me curious about how it feeds into not just sustainability efforts here for TLS, but overall for Toyota.
Well, like our diversified approach to vehicle electrification, we need to take a portfolio approach to meeting the needs of our operations.
So different conditions require different solutions.
Optimizing solutions.
Something else I was thinking about was sustainability. Obviously, everyone knows this is important now, but where does that value fit into and interact with Toyota's core values?
Well, one of our main core values is respect for people. As such, we want to make a positive impact on society and the communities in which we operate. Therefore, we really need to reduce our carbon footprint.
Well, I am going to get a chance now to see that in action because I am actually going to head over to the Port of Long Beach, where I'm going to talk with Heather Tomley, who is the Managing Director of Planning and Environmental Affairs.
That's great.
Yeah, I'm really excited to talk to her. Port of Long Beach, where I'm going to talk to Heather Tomley, their Managing Director of Planning and Environmental Affairs, about how Toyota is reducing its carbon footprint.
Hi, Tamara. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Heather.
It's nice to meet you. I was just admiring the massive operation you have going on here at the port.
Yeah, absolutely. The Port of Long Beach is actually the second busiest container port in the United States.
Wow, so about how much passes through on a regular basis? How many folks do you employ?
So last year we had more than 8 million boxes that moved through the Port of Long Beach, and we're responsible for 1 in 5 jobs in the city of Long Beach, and we're a massive economic engine that helps support jobs throughout the entire nation.
Okay, wow. So between all the stuff that needs to get to other places and between even just employees coming and going to work every day, there's an opportunity here for massive environmental impact.
Yeah, that's right. So that's all part of the balance. So while we're helping to support the economy, we're helping to move cargo into the United States, we also at the same time need to make sure that we're addressing the environmental impacts that are associated with that.
So right now, what would you say are the top sustainability goals for the Port of Long Beach?
So the Port of Long Beach adopted our Green Port policy back in 2005, and since then we've been working on a variety of different air quality improvement programs, water quality improvement programs, and we've had a lot of success.
It's great to hear that you've had a green policy in place for so long. I'm imagining things have changed as technology has advanced. Where does something like TLS fit into the picture?
So it's as we're moving forward with programs and projects in partnership with our tenants like TLS that we're able to move towards sustainable solutions, decarbonization. With their Tri-Gen system, they've been able to implement a project that helps to supply their energy, their hydrogen fuel, and their water for their car wash. And so it's a good, creative, innovative, sustainable solution.
Well, it's exciting to be here and see how all of the pieces fit together. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me.
Absolutely, it was my pleasure.
Next, we explored if what TLS is doing at the Port of Long Beach is a scalable solution for other industries. We were just talking about how cool it's been for me to see all of this in action. And as we kind of wrap things up, I was wondering, now that this is up and running, do you think that this is a scalable solution for sustainability for other industries?
Yes, it is. We have many of these systems deployed around the world. This one is a unique one, but everything we build is scalable and it's fit to the application and project.
Okay, well, speaking of particular projects, particular applications, now that you're seeing this in action, do you think that this is a sustainability solution for Toyota, for other things?
First of its kind in the world, this application here is perfect for Long Beach. We're looking at how it might apply to other locations on a case-by-case basis.
When you have challenges on a long-term project, knowing that you're on the same team, that you're coming from that same place of shared values can really get you through those challenges. And that is a learning about innovation that I'm excited to take back to George at InventionLand.
Fantastic.
At InventionLand, George Davison is meeting with Jackie Birdsall, Senior Engineering Manager at Toyota North America.
Hi, Jackie. Welcome to InventionLand.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Well, I was waiting for you to get here because I got these from your team. I thought you could talk about them a little bit.
Yeah, actually, this is a one fuel cell. So these are called the gas diffusion layers or the bipolar plates, and these are what's sandwiched together to create a single fuel cell. And then that is what is put into one of these fuel cell systems. So you stack a bunch of fuel cells together, it creates what's called a fuel cell stack. And then we combine that with all of the power electronics, with the air compressors, with the hydrogen pumps, and that creates a fuel cell system that then can create as much power that you need to drive anything with all electric devices.
And so I got this picture, and along with it, this one came, and I thought this is tied to that fuel cell system. And is this how we power it up?
That's correct. This is a fuel cell energy. It's called a Tri-Gen system. It creates hydrogen from biogas in California. That hydrogen is then used to fill hydrogen tanks on board of our vehicles or at a stationary generator. And then these fuel cells use that hydrogen, combine it with oxygen to create water, and a byproduct of that is electricity.
Clean power. Okay, so we like the idea of clean power. Can you talk with me a little bit about what are we going to see in tomorrow's world concerning clean power?
It's a great question. Toyota's position is that we believe in a portfolio of solutions to get us to clean power, including both battery electric and fuel cell electric technology, and hydrogen is really going to be a key component for both.
Well, that's a great noble cause. Thanks for everything you're doing, Jackie.
Thank you.
Well, everybody, that's another edition of Tomorrow's World Today. Tune in next time. Now, Jackie, I need to get all those secrets out of you as to what's going on in that R&D lab. And remember, tomorrow's world is where inspiration and creation drive innovation in production.